Yeah, I had a pretty tired and sore low back, so I'd do anything on that.
Okay. Okay. Tired and is your back okay? Do you
I mean, Hudson's like his windshield wiper things is tough on my back. It's getting
okay.
stronger,
Okay.
but so any sort of stretching hip opener things I think are good for that. That's all.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. All right, we will vibe it out. I'm going to just go ahead and grab a couple of blocks for myself. Of course, you can always use yoga blocks or use something akin to yoga blocks. I'm gonna just set up my little station here. Can you guys see me okay? Yeah? Awesome. All right, cool. So I will pin this here. And we're gonna get started in a seat today. So please, just kidding, no. Please find a comfortable seat on your bum. We're going to start with the right shin in front of the left. And just start in a very brief seat, an upright spine. Start to close your eyes, just making sure this is good to go. Awesome. Have one hand on each knee. Have your hands stacked over your chest or in some other position, whatever would feel nice right now. And allow you to just reconnect with your body and your breath after perhaps a really lovely day out in the sun, or perhaps a really stressful day, or just something in between. Whatever that is, just allow it to be present. And then throughout the next hour, we'll shift more and more into a focus of just being here now. Start to lengthen your inhale, deep in the inhale so that it rides up from the low belly through mid belly. The chest rises. Hold briefly at the top as you relax the face. And exhale. Start to just breathe on your own with a level of intention that you might not normally have with your breath as you go throughout your day. At the same time, just notice any areas of tension that can be as obvious as clenched jaw or furrowed brow, or perhaps as subtle as gripping behind the knees or gripping of the toes or the fingers. And wherever your hands are, release them from the heart if they're there. The right hand comes behind the right hip, and we inhale the left arm high to the sky. And exhale, just take a gentle twist towards the left with the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Maintain an upright spine. And just close your eyes for a moment as you breathe into this gentle twist. Inhale. And exhale, come back through center. Extend the left arm out to the left, actively reaching with the fingertips. And start to allow the right ear to come towards the right shoulder to any degree. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, either the head can stay where it is, or perhaps you just take a subtle look down towards your right knee. Perhaps the right hand releases and comes to the left ear, and it doesn't pull the neck down, but it just gently rests. The hand and the arm just gently rest on the side of the head to just give a little bit more length in the neck. The neck doesn't need much to get a good stretch, so just be aware. Inhale. And exhale, release the head, then sweep that left arm up. And just take a bend in the elbow so that you're pressing with your left hand against your back. Now with the right hand, come on the outside of the left elbow. Just grabbing it. If it would feel good for you this early in practice to take the bind with the hands behind your back, you can do that. I know a lot of you probably don't have your yoga straps, so if that's a significant effort, just please clasp the elbow with your hand. Inhale. And exhale, release everything. Go ahead and change the cross of the legs. Just take another moment here to reset. We generally will at first go to the way that we're habitually crossing our legs, so it can feel a little bit strange to cross our legs in the other way. So just take a moment to ground yourself. Perhaps you take your hands, come beneath your seat to help spread it out, and then reposition yourself back in a comfortable seat. Take a moment here and just close your eyes. I'm going to just adjust the camera so that's a little bit more even for you guys, hopefully. Cool. And wherever you are, the left hand will come to the left by the left hip. And we sweep the right arm up. And exhale, take a gentle twist to face the left. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Extend that right arm out. And just allow the left ear to come towards the left shoulder. Then you can start to experiment. You can keep on just having the gaze forward, or if you want to take a subtle gaze down towards your left knee, you can do that. If it felt nice on the first side, to use your left hand to come to the outside right part of your head, to just add a little bit of traction, you can do that. Once again, be very gentle. Inhale. And stay for the exhale. Relax the face. And release the hands. Sweep the right arm up. Take a bend in the elbow. And then the left hand will come to the elbow. Once again, if you did so on the first side, you can play with that bind behind you. But I would recommend this early in practice to not even be concerned about it if it doesn't come very, very, very easily. Inhale. And exhale, release everything out. Last movement. Hands come together, find a clasp with the fingertips, then press the palms forward around the spine. And then sweep the arms out on your inhale. Lengthening the torso, lengthening the arms, actively pressing the palms, rotating the thumbs so that they're coming towards the direction of the ceiling. And release on your next breath in. You'll come over your knees and to a tabletop. Shoulders stacked over your wrists, and then knees underneath your hips. Find a flat spine to begin with. And then just come to your versions of cat, cow, rounding the spine with every cat. And then the belly draws to the mat and you shine the heart forward on your cow. Every inhale syncs with your cow pose. Every exhale draws the gaze down and towards the navel as you round the spine in cat. And go through a few rounds on your own here. If it would feel good for you to bring sways into the hips, left to right, sway into the shoulders, creating C curves with your spine, you can do that as well. And when you're ready, you'll come into a flat spine. And then just extend the left leg behind you, the right leg behind you to find plank pose. Engage the abdominals. That's it. It's as if you wanted to draw your feet to your hands and your hands to your feet as you actively press the mat away from you. And then one at a time, one forearm goes to the mat, then the other in your forearm plank. Let the back of the neck be nice and long. Engage the abdominals. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. And knees to the mat. Exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. And shift yourself forward. The forearms find the mat again. Draw the right leg back, the left leg back, and find forearm plank once again. Breathe here. Now this time, take the feet a couple of inches back so that your shoulders are no longer stacked on top of your elbows. But then still do your best to press the mat away from you. Engage the abdominals so you're not just dumping here, but you're actively lifted away. And then just take a few moments to rock forward and back in your forearm plank. And knees to the mat. This time, our hands will crawl forward. The fingertips will be to the mat. We'll scooch our knees back a little bit and then just press our chest. Allow the heart to melt towards the mat. Perhaps the chin will touch the mat. Perhaps the forehead will touch the mat. It's a little bit different than child's pose because I'm not drawing my butt all the way to my heels. My hips are still lifted. And come again to tabletop. Take a couple of moments for a cat-cow or two. And then when you're ready, you'll press yourself back to downward facing dog. Find a slight or significant bend in the knees. Perhaps you take a moment to pedal out the feet. And prepare. Find stillness in the legs. Inhale, sweeps the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose around the spine. Hover the foot. Inhale, draw the right leg back. Exhale, bring it in. Hover. Inhale, sweep the right leg back. And exhale, knee to nose. Stay for a moment. Press the mat away as you round the spine, creating space. And then step the right foot next to your right thumb, left knee touches down. Inhale, the arms sweep up. Lengthen up the spine on the exhale. Breathe in. And then hands come to heart center. The hands can blanket over the knee as you press the hips forward to just get a little bit of a hip stretch, quad stretch. If it would feel good this early in practice and you have a little bit of padding for the left knee, you can draw the left heel to your bum. You can hold the toes, blanketing the left fingers over the toes, or you can just stay right here. And release the hands at the front of the mat, tuck the left toes, left foot next to right, and your flat back at the top of the mat, and fold. Inhale, rounds the spine up, arms sweep up, and exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, the arms rise, and right hand to left wrist lengthens the spine, and exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, tenth the fingers as you lengthen the spine. And then right foot to the back of the mat, right knee touches down. Arms sweep up on the inhale. Just stay here for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out, hands through heart center, hands blanket over the left knee. Then perhaps just scooch that right knee back a little bit to get more of a stretch in the hip. Perhaps you take a moment to go for a quad stretch, drawing the right ankle up, or perhaps a little bit further towards the right hip. We're still early in practice, so definitely don't force it. And release. Hands frame the left foot. Left foot steps back, plank pose. Engage the abdominals, shift forward. Knees touch down, find knees, chest, chin as you melt yourself to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, melt the heart down. Press yourself back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And exhale, knee to nose around the spine. Inhale it back. Exhale, forward, knee to nose, hover the foot. Last time, sweep it back. And exhale, knee to nose, create lots of space as you press the mat away from you, and then step that left foot to the left thumb, right knee touches down. Inhale, the arms lift. And exhale, hands through heart center, right elbow to left knee. You can prayer your hands, or I prefer to have a fist with the right, and then the left hand just blankets over. Breathe here in your twist. And exhale. Inhale, release the twist, sweep the arms up, inhale. And exhale, hands right the right foot, left foot. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Round the spine up, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Tadasana. Inhale it up and stay here so that the left hand can come to the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the left. Breathe here. And then come to Urdhva Hastasana and just fold it on down, Uttanasana. Hands frame the feet, left foot to the back of the mat, left knee touches down, sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, left elbow to right knee, And then come to this twist in your low lunge. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold the hands down to frame the right foot. Step the right foot back, plank pose. Shift forward. Knees touch down. And then melt the heart and the chin to the mat. Knees touch chin. Pull it forward, cobra pose. Exhale it back down. Through tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg sweeps up. Whoosh, bring it in on the exhale. Inhale it up. And exhale, knees to nose, just one. And then step that right foot next to the right thumb. High lunge this time. Inhale, the arms sweep up. And stay here for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then check it out. You can lace the fingers together and cup your knee, or you can keep the arms extended. And we'll pulse here in our low lunge. So we bring the left knee towards the mat, and then extend it again. 1, again, 2, bring it down, 3, just don't let it touch, 4, 5, inhale the arms up, and exhale, hands framing the right foot, step the left foot forward, flat back, fold, round the spine up, Urdhva Hastasana, fingers touch, look up. Exhale, fold everything down. 10th of fingers, right foot to the back of the mat, high lunge. That right heel is lifted in your high lunge. Hips are squared off. And either keep the hands here, or the hands can once again support the knee. And together we pulse. 5, bring it up. 4, 3, 2, with control. Last one. Arms sweep up. And exhale, hands frame the left foot. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, pull the left knee in, hold. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, pull it in. And then step that left foot to left thumb. High lunge. Arms sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Right elbow to left knee in your twisting high lunge. Breathe here. Find stability. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, start to release the twist. Sweep the arms up and release the breath. Hands frame the left foot. Step the right foot forward, flat back, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, round the spine up, arms sweep up, Urdhva Hastasana. And fold it down as you release the breath, Uttanasana. 10th of fingers, and left foot to the back of the mat. Left knee stays lifted, sweep the arms up. And then hands come to heart center. Left elbow to right knee in your twisting high lunge. Keep those legs really strong. You can maintain a little bit of a bend in the left knee if that's most comfortable for your leg. Otherwise, straighten it. Start to release a twist. Arms sweep up. And exhale, hands frame the right foot. Step the right foot back. Shift forward, inhale. Then move through vinyasa. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, feet together, and bend at the knees. Exhale, step, step, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, round the spine up, arms sweep up. And just fold it on down on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the earth, step, step, or float to Chaturanga through Vinyasa. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Now either stay in down dog or round yourself forward to plank pose. Engage the abdominals just like we always do. And then one forearm at a time, we come to forearm plank. Try to keep the hips as level as possible as you descend. Right arm or right hand comes towards the middle of the mat, and then we come to forearm side plank. You can keep that left foot in front of the right. You can stack the foot on top. You can have a little bit of space in between the feet. And together we'll pulse the hips on for 5. Prepare. 5, 4, 3, 2, plug in that shoulder, 1. Come back through center, and then press the finger mounds actively into the mat as you extend the arms for downward facing dog. Inhale, feet together, bend at the knees. And exhale, feet to hands at the top of the mat to your flat back, and fold. Round and up, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and fold as you release the breath. Extend the spine, Ardha Uttanasana, and then flow through your version of Vinyasa. All meet back in downward facing dog. Now either stay in down dog or go ahead and flow it forward. You know what's coming. Very, very controlled. One forearm comes to the mat, and then the other forearm comes to the mat. Left hand pivots to the center, and then come to your forearm side plank on the left side. Once again, the feet can be on top of each other or next to each other, or have a little bit of space as the right foot stacks on top of the left. And together we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Ground those finger mounds into the mat. Extend the arms. And find downward facing dog. Inhale, feet together. And bend at the knees. Exhale, feet to hands at the top of the mat. Flat back, lengthen. Fold, exhale. This time, inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. And exhale, hands through heart center, extend the legs to find Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, fold everything down. Move through Vinyasa. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. And then walk the hands to meet the feet at a forward fold at the back of the mat. Opposite hands can come to opposite elbows. Head is nice and heavy. Or if it would feel nice, your hands can come behind your neck just to provide a little bit of traction to the back of your skull. Go ahead and release the hands to the mat and crawl the hands forward to find downward facing dog. And inhale, right leg up high to the sky. And exhale, knee to chest, hover for a moment. And then very lightly step that right foot next to right thumb, high lunge. Arms sweep up, hips are squared off. And breathe here. Hands come through heart center, left knee to right knee in your twist. Once again, you can have a fist with the left hand just to spare the left wrist as the right hand leg gets over the fist. And either stay here, perhaps you open up the arms like wings. Inhale. And exhale. Arms sweep up through center. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Prepare for warrior three. Start to hinge forward. And then left foot rises from the mat. Try to keep the hips leveled off. Breathe here. And then step that left foot to the mat. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the left. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reverse as the warrior. Exhale, bend into that back knee. And then find Skandasana. You can lift the toes if you would like. You can be as high or as low to the mat as you would like. Just breathe here. Inhale. And the exhale, crawl the hands forward. Hands frame the right foot. Step the right foot to meet the left at the back of the mat. And then move to down dog or through vinyasa. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And draw the knee into the chest. Hover for a moment. Then step that left foot to left thumb, high lunge. Breathe here. Make sure you have a nice firm foundation as the hands come through heart center because we're going to go into that twist. Either stay here or perhaps you open up the arms. And start to come through center. Inhale, the arms rise. And exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Prepare for warrior three. Start to hinge forward and then pull that right foot up with you as you lean forward. Level off the hips. Flex that right foot, breathe. And then right ball of the foot to the mat. Arms sweep up, inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Ensure that the left heel bisects the right foot. And take a few breaths here. Reach those fingertips to the front wall and to the back wall. This is not a passive pose in the arms. And next, inhale, moves you to reverse the warrior. And exhale, bring a bend to the back knee and find prayer hands, Skandasana. Inhale. And exhale, crawl the hands forward to frame the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Either move through down dog, to down dog, or through your vinyasa. Feet together and bend at the knees. And exhale, steps up or float, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. And stay in chair pose in the legs. Hands come to heart center. And then left elbow over right knee, twist to the right. Breathe here in your chair pose. Inhale. And exhale. Look down to your feet. The left heel becomes very light. The left ball of the foot becomes light, and then you step the left foot to the back of the mat, maintaining the twist in the torso. Once again, perhaps you open up the arms like wings. And then come to high lunge. Arms are up and center. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hinge forward. Warrior 3. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, pull that left knee to your chest. The torso rises, the left knee with it. And then left knee over right knee for eagle in the legs. Then draw the right forearm forward. Draw the left arm underneath it. Give yourself a hug. Or perhaps you find the bind in your hands also. You're in like chair pose in the legs. Inhale. And exhale, release just the legs. Draw the left knee up and then back to find warrior 3. Keep the bind of the arms, warrior 3. And then left ball of the foot, left heel to the mat, warrior 1, maintain the bind. Draw your forearms actively away from your face in your warrior 1. Inhale, perhaps you find a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, humble warrior. Bow forward, head is nice and heavy. Inhale. And exhale, hands undo the bind. Hands frame the right foot. Step the right foot to meet the left. And then move through vinyasa or just step to downward facing dog to take a little bit of a breather. And down dog, prepare, same thing, other side. Step, step, or float to the top of the mat. Draw yourself to a flat spine. And fold. Head is nice and heavy for a moment. Inhale, chair pose. Then just take your time in your chair. Make sure that there's a little bit of space in between the heels. The knees can be grazing each other, but they should be cascading and resting on top of each other. The hands come to heart center, and right elbow to left knee. Twisting chair. Then look down at your feet. Allow the right heel to become nice and light. Right ball of the foot becomes light. As you extend that right leg back through warrior 3-esque shape into your twisting lunge. Perhaps the arms open. And then we come up to our high lunge. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to heart center. Now check it out. We're going to come right to our warrior 1. Try to remember what I did. Inhale, the arms rise. And exhale, hands come to heart center. I remember, sorry. Hinge forward. Right leg lifts through warrior 3. Then draw that right knee to your chest. Right knee over left near bind. Draw that left forearm forward. Draw that right arm underneath it. Give yourself a hug or find the bind with your arms. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Start to release the bind in the legs. Right knee comes up and then extends behind you through warrior 3. Land that right foot to your warrior 1, maintaining the bind. Draw the forearms away actively from the face. Inhale, perhaps you find a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, humble warrior, maintain the mind. Head is nice and heavy for a moment. And then hands come to frame the left foot. Step that left foot back to meet the right. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Knees come to the mat. And take a few moments in child's pose. Or if you would like to, in embryo pose. So child's pose, the arms are extended in front. And embryo pose, the forehead just resting on the mat with the arms on the side of the torso. Taking a moment to catch your breath. The eyes can close. Just allow yourself to reset a little bit. Perhaps take a drink of water. And when you're ready, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Prepare. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, hover the foot. Inhale it back. Exhale, right knee to chest, hover, round the spine. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. And then extend that right foot through. Either stay here, or perhaps you'll pivot onto that right foot, and the left arm reaches up, and then forward. Falling warrior. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes to the mat. Draw the right knee into the chest, and then shoot it back, three-legged dog. Either stay in down dog, or right foot comes behind left leg, and come to rock star pose. Plug in that left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, right hand to the mat. Right leg sweeps up. Right knee to chest, and then right foot next to right thumb, left knee touches down. Hands can blanket over the right knee. As you press the hips forward, either stay here or go for that quad stretch. Left hand to left ankle or the top of the left foot. As you bring the fingers over and allow them to blanket over the foot, drawing the heel closer to your left hip. Perhaps the right arm sweeps up as well. And release. Setting up for half pigeon. Right foot comes to the left side of the mat. Use the left toes to scooch the hips back a little bit. And then perhaps your forearms will come to a block or another prop to allow you to fold over. Perhaps the forearms will come directly to the mat. Make sure to use props as you need them. You can always also use a prop underneath your right hip if it's very far away from the mat. And start to make your way back up. Hands to the mat, tuck the left toes, just so that you can shoot that right leg back, three-legged dog. And exhale, right foot to the mat. Inhale, the left leg sweeps up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hover the foot. Inhale, draw that left leg back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, hover. Inhale, the left leg back. And exhale, knee to chest, left foot to left thumb, right knee touches down. Hands blanket over left knee. As you start to press those hips forward, and perhaps you take a quad stretch, right hand to right ankle or over the toes. Once again, you always have the option to lift that left arm up as a little bit of a balance challenge. Make sure to pad the right knee as needed. And then release the right foot, hands come to the mat, and bring that left foot to the right to set up for half pigeon. Tuck the right toes, press the hips back a little bit, and then use whatever props is needed to find a comfortable fold in your half pigeon. And breathe. We have one more little standing sequence after this, so just prepare. And hands come to the mat. Press yourself back to three-legged dog because I realized I forgot one of the parts. Sweep that left leg up, then left knee to chest, and then draw that left foot to the right. Perhaps that right hand stays planted, or the arm releases, actively reaching to the front wall. And right hand to the mat, draw that left knee to the chest, sweep it back, three-legged dog. Either stay here or left foot behind right leg. Open up to your rock star. Plug in that right shoulder. And then left hand to the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot. Steps next to right. Inhale, feet together and bend at the knees. And exhale, feet to hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. And fold on the exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Hands come to heart center, left elbow to right knee, twisting chair. Just take a look down at your feet. Left heel lifts, left ball of the foot lifts. And just draw that left leg back, back, back till you find yourself in twisting high lunge. Perhaps you open up the arms, inhale. And exhale, start to come through center, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse the warrior. Exhale, skandasana, bring your bend in the back knee. Perhaps the arms open up like wings. And then prepare for flying warrior. Start to bring a bend in that front knee as you move forward. Then left foot lifts from the mat. Reach it forward with the right arm. And exhale, draw that left knee forward to the top of your mat. Up. And then place that left foot next to the right at the top of the mat. Inhale it up for chair pose. And exhale, hands come to heart center. And then right elbow to left knee. Your twisting chair. Look down. And then release the right follow the foot from the mat. Extend the right leg back. Do your twisting high lunge. Once again, perhaps you open up those arms. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Next breath draws you up through center arms. Sweep up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, bring a bend in that back knee. Skandasana. Prepare for flying warrior. Front arm reaches out with the palm up. And then we start to move towards the front of the mat. Hinge forward. And find lift off in that right foot. And take your time. Right knee is going to drop to the chest. Right foot plants next to left. Chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Move through your final vinyasa. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, hands to the earth. Step, or float to chaturanga. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Knees touch down. And then one final tiny little challenge for final dolphin pose. We'll come in a moment to I'll just show you a second. We'll come first to our forearm plank. You'll breathe there for a couple of moments. And then you'll start to walk your feet up closer to your elbows to find dolphin pose while maintaining the parallel arms. So go ahead, parallel your forearms. They press to the mat, then extend one leg at a time back behind you. And walk those feet a little bit further back so that your shoulders are no longer stacked over your elbows. Breathe here. Perhaps you bring a little bit of rock forward and back. And find stillness as you start to walk the feet up, to hike up the hips to find dolphin pose. The feet can come to mats width apart. That's a little bit more accessible for you. Or if you want to up level one more time, left foot to the center of the mat as you inhale that right leg up. We breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the mat. Take a moment in child's pose if you need to. And for those of you who lifted the right foot, go ahead and press the right foot to center of the mat and then extend that left leg behind you. Engage left glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot meets the right, knees touch down, child's pose. And once you've gotten your child's pose fixed, then we'll all make our way onto our back. So on our back, setting up for bridge pose. So if you know that you would like a supported back bend, then you can go ahead and grab your block or prop. Your hips will come off the mat, and then you'll just put the block on whatever height that would feel good for now. And just allow yourself to roll onto your shoulders and breathe here. If you'd like to go for an unsupported bridge, then you'll disregard that entirely. Perhaps the hands will interlace underneath you. Roll the shoulders under, press the hips up. Let the neck be nice and long. And release. We have 2 more back bends. The next one will be in bridge pose. And you'll have the option to extend that right leg forward and then the left leg forward if you would like. And then the third option, once we're done with that, you can do that again or come to wheel pose. Hips press up, hands clasp, bridge pose. Neither stay in bridge pose or the left foot comes to the center of the mat. Extend that right leg forward. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the mat. And extend that left leg forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and left foot to the mat. Hips move down. And then either set up for your final bridge or for wheel pose. Or supported bridge, or you can opt out of back bending altogether. Perhaps just take a prop and draw your feet towards the ceiling here. Otherwise, come through bridge pose, either stay there or the hands will firm the face, and you'll press yourself to wheel. And whenever you're ready, bring yourself to the mat. Once you're there, the feet can find your mat's width, and then the knees will cascade from right to left, left to right. And take whatever final pose you need before we all start to set up for Shavasana. Legs extend forward, arms move next to torso. Close the eyes and just breathe. Reconnect with your breath. We'll do one collective inhale together. Again, inhale from low belly, through mid belly, fill up the lungs completely, hold at the top, and exhale, Shavasana. Either stay in Shavasana, or if you're ready to slowly transition, you start to bring small movements in your fingers and your toes. Tiny circles in the ankles and the wrists. Your inhale, the arms will come up and behind you, behind your head, lengthening out the whole body, fill up the lungs. And exhale. One foot at a time, plants to the mat with a bend in the knees. Shift the hips to the left as the knees cascade to the right, rolling onto the right shoulder. Use the left hand to press yourself up into a comfortable seat, and your hands can be on your knees, stacked over your heart, or prayed with the thumbs in between your two eyes. Together we inhale, fill up the lungs. And exhale. Inhale one more time, fill up the lungs completely. Hold the breath, relax the face. And exhale, hinge the hips, fold. Namaste. Cool. Thank you guys. I hope that you had fun. And see you guys for more yoga next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.